Hello. In this video I'm going to show you how to set up the GPI or Guest Process Investigation. If you've never set this up before, the first thing we have to do is deploy out our packages to our vGLAM server. So what I'm going to do is actually go into our administration section, then into our hosts. From here, these are our actual vGLAM servers that we're going to collect from. And we would simply just click on the vGLAM server, deploy a package. In this case here, we would want to do the guest process GAR file. So from here, you would just deploy this package out. I've already deployed it in this video and push it out. Once it's then pushed out, we would want to create the agent. And as you can see from here, I already chose or have the software on there. We would then either generate or create the name and then create. I already have this set up for us on this video. So once this is actually done, then we need to go in and we need to change some registry edits. Now I've created this little document for you in order to write these down. So what we need to do in 2008 R2 and Windows 7 boxes is we have to allow vFoglight to poll over WMI to collect those metrics. And as you can see, we only need to make 2 changes. There's no restart needed. And it's best to start with maybe the vFoglight server if it's virtualized moving forward. And then after you get that done, see what it's like. You can deploy this out to maybe your templates or other machines that you want to monitor. I've gone ahead and opened up a Windows 2008 R2 box. And from here, we're going to go in and we would just type in regedit. And then inside of the class's root at the top, we would then very easily CLSID. That'll jump down to the bottom in the section that we need. We then expand it and we want to look for that 72C. So we would just scroll down, find the 72C. It's usually a capital letter. And here it is right here. So once it's selected, we just right click, go to permissions. Then when we're here, we actually go into advanced, then owner. We then choose whichever user we've logged into this box as. In this case here, I logged in directly as an administrator. We then replace ownership, click apply or OK. This will take us back to the main box. Now from here, in this case, I'm going to choose administrators because that's what I'm actually going to poll from, in this case over WMI. If you've created another user, maybe it was a vFoglight monitoring in the future or something like that, you would then allow full control inside that registry edit, then click OK. Now, we would do the exact same thing on the next registry edit change. And then once we're finished, we can head back over to our vFoglight box. We would then go into guest processes. And then from here, we can actually go right in, click add. In this case here, I've already set up my vFoglight box to start monitoring. We can, if we have more than one Windows box that's ready to go, we can choose by just highlighting this. And then clicking next. In this case, I've only got one of these set up ready to go. Click next. From here, we would put the account we use. Like I said before, we're going to use the administrator account in this demo. Then type in the password for this account. Down below, we have how often we're actually going to poll that virtual machine. We then click next. From here, we can choose to either use WinRM or WMI. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the WMI. Click next. From here, we choose whichever vGLAM agent which we deployed the package to, and it's up and running, ready to go. If you have multiple sites, you would want to make sure that you're going to poll from the vGLAM agent that's closest to that virtual machine. We then click finish, and we should be collecting anytime now. We can also go a different way to set up the collection. So from here, I'm just going to go into VMware environment. I'm going to go into virtual machines. I'm going to choose an actual Linux web server in this case. Go to Explorer. Go to processes. Then once we're here, we go into host configuration wizard. We're going to go into a Linux system this time, and I would type in the password for root in this case. If you have other accounts set up that can get in and run top, you could as well type in that account. So we enable processing, sampling for 30 seconds. Here we can change the port if we've set it up differently. Click next. Again, same thing. Which fog lamps are we going to collect from? As you can see, right before this demo, I turned it off, so we do have some stats in there that we've been collecting from. Let's go back over to the guest processes. So from here, I can see any of the systems that I've currently set this up on. And it's very easy. I just click on the machine I want to take a look at. I can go into investigate. And when I'm here, I can actually see the processes that are currently running inside of that virtual machine, such as my vFoglight instance application that's running, my MySQL, which is my database in this case. I can see how much memory it's actually using from that virtual machine. Down below, I can choose which things I want to populate onto this chart or deselect those if I have a lot of processes that are actually running on it. One thing to keep in mind from here is that collecting these stats will make your database grow. It's not going to be significant for a small number, but let's say that you were collecting 100 machines, those stats. Your database will grow significantly from there. So keep that in mind when you're going to be setting up these polling stats and gathering this information. What makes this nice is that maybe you have a VDI or a virtual machine. You can use the Zonar and go back in time and take a look at what process may have been running wild in your system and get to the root cause of that a lot quicker.